Okay, it's time for Spider and Old Scooter again. Spider Solitaire, Spider McGillicuddy, the masterful AI that runs the game, beats me regularly. But let's just play, by golly. This is the new haircut edition. I just got out the dog shears and did it. We bald guys can do that. The trick is doing the beard. I can't find one of the blades, the one I usually do my chin with, so it's a little weird tonight, but that's okay. But I wanted you to see, and witness my one weirdness is on this side. It's thinner than on this side. Those have been done with the same blade. This side always comes out. I don't, maybe it's just darker. I don't know what it is, but I'm not symmetrical. I could overcome it by using a finer blade over here and scalping myself so you couldn't see it, but most people only see me from one side at a time, so. Also, it feels naked not to have my hat on. You know, this is the hat I sewed back together after a dog got it. See that? Not really a masterful sewing job, but closed up the hole. Okay. Hat sewn, haircut demonstrated. We have good shears. My sweet wife, Dorothy, is a big deal Airedale rescue lady, and she shears her own dogs, or they call it grooming, of course, and there's a sort of a special pattern for Airedales, but she's pretty good at it. She's pretty good. We shear a lot of dogs. On with the game, Spider Solitaire, iMac version. I'm playing with a big screen, so my head will wobble back and forth as I look for moves. Suit on suit, unless you decide otherwise. Those are the natural plays if you decide to cross the color line and play on a different color. And there's only one other different color, whatever you're doing. Well then, you can do it, but it blocks up everything above it. And you'll see the pattern. If you're a new player of this wonderful game, prepare to be distracted and amused and frustrated and all the things you expect out of showbiz. I play usually because I like or need the distraction and the stress reduction because of the news. The news is so crazy these days. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And everybody thinks everybody else is crazy. If you're a person who thinks this person is not crazy, then another person who thinks you're crazy will think he's crazy. You know what I mean? I mean, there's this polarization thing is astonishing. Seems that people on other sides of the issue live in different universes and see different facts for truth and all of that. Well, you know that. It's just that's one of the good reasons to play Spider Solitaire. Get your mind off all that dreck. Dreck. You say dreck. Libtard. People call each other names all the time these days too. Although I think more name calling comes from the right toward the left than vice versa. But the left is struggling to catch up. If I do this, yeah, I could move that. It is sort of something. But see, I've decided to go across the color line. Now, neither of these cards will play until I move this one. So I think of that kind of move as kind of a holding pattern. You put a card over there so you can get to something you want or see another move. For instance, I could go ahead and now I've generated a red, black, and it's sort of nice, balanced, color, fun, excitement, delight, all of those things. So, the trick too is to actually see the moves. All of us who play the game, well, not you probably, but most of us will miss moves. You know, it'll be right there in front of your face and you don't see it, like that one, which And that's the reason I go slow. If the primary reason is to relax, cool out, de-stress, then why push it? That's my theory. Besides, it takes me a long time to see some moves. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's the male syndrome of the refrigerator. We can stand and look for 2 minutes and not see something right in front of your face. Same with these moves. Well, I'm going to pretend that I got them all. I'm going to restack that 9 just for the fun of it. And if I could move that 3, but I can't. All right, another deal. I'm now past halfway through the game, and I have not penetrated the ready reserve line up here. I have not made a score. I haven't said anything particularly witty. So this is a mediocre experience for everybody. But this, I guess, just to have something to do. I need a play. I need motion. But Spider, she's probably softening me up for a barrage of some sort. Oh, you actually soften up with barrages, don't you? Isn't it? My favorite British affectation, isn't it? Oh, I don't know whether that microphone can hear it or not, but my tummy just made a really big growl. Oh, I think it learned that from the Airedales. Okay, last deal. Fatalistic. I'm not losing much. I'm only $78 in the hole. Boom, boom. And what's $78 these days? That's quite a bit of money for a card game. Gamblers unite. It's at times like this when you ought to fold your tent and go home. And know when to hold 'em. And this ain't it. But I am committed to playing out every last play. Well, if I had a black 10, I'd have a score, right? Woo, well, I got a black 10, but I can't get to it. Do you feel great sympathy for me? Poor fellow. Well, Cheerio is a really good cereal. I liked Cheerios as a kid. I still eat them, except that I'm not actually eating Cheerios. I'm eating clones of Cheerios. The one that they sell at Trader Joe's is my favorite clone. I don't know what it's called. Maybe Trader Joe's O's. So, with that bit of gustatory news, I'll bid you adieu. See you around the next game.